All right, what's up, everybody? Come on in. What's up, everybody? Come on in, come on in. All right, come on in, everybody. Come on in, come on in. All right, I got my Rob's Kitchen going on. Um, what's up, everybody on YouTube? What's up, YouTube? Listen, I came on here to show y'all how I make my apple cake. Now, I'm not gonna give y'all the specific I'm not going to give y'all the specific measurements for everything, but because there's people out there that really want to know how to make my apple cake and what ingredients and how much to put and all that kind of stuff. When I really don't do that, I cook by taste, feel, that sort of thing. So, hey YouTube, all y'all on YouTube that's watching, y'all come on. I'm sorry, I got two things going on over here. I got Facebook Live here and I got YouTube Live over here. So, for those of you that want to see how I make my apple cake, now a lot of people ask me about it. And they ask me how I make it, and among various other cakes that I do. But so I'm on live, and I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how to do this. I'm gonna try to be specific as I can, as specific as I can. Um, so in order to do the apple cake, let's just start with the ingredients. So you'll need, of course, you'll need apples. I have two, even though I won't need two, but I have two apples, two red apples. It doesn't matter. You can do. I prefer red apples, but it doesn't matter what kind of red apple you use. Just not green apple because it'll make the cake sour. All right, and so you're going to need apples. You're going to need some milk. Of course, I have some 2% milk. Also, you need a pound of butter. So I have a pound of butter here. Butter, margarine, whatever, they're all the same. All right. And you're going to need flour. You're going to need some flour. And this is a homemade cake, y'all. This ain't no box cake. This ain't no I looked it up on YouTube. I looked it up on Google or nothing like that. This is cake. This is the way I make my apple cake. And everybody loves keeps asking me about it. But anyway, did y'all get that on YouTube? Y'all got that? This is the real cake. All right. So you're gonna need some sugar. I have my sugar here. All right. Your flour, your milk. Like I said, I have two apples. But you only need I had three apples actually, but you only need about one or two. Red apples again, like I said, not green apples because they're sour and make the cake a little sour. It won't really give it a sweet flavor. Also, you're going to need eggs. So I got a whole carton of eggs. You won't need the whole carton, but I got a whole carton of eggs. And again, like I said, I'm multitasking. I got YouTube live on, and then I got Facebook live on. So I got a lot going on because everybody wants to know. All right. So now, again, I said I don't really work with all the measurements and everything of this apple cake. But what I will tell you is that, when you kind of doing this for a while, you already know what you need. So I have, again, like I said, I have all-purpose flour here. And this all-purpose flour, this is 32 ounces of all-purpose flour already counted out. And if you know your math, if you do your math, 32 ounces of flour comes out to 4 cups. And that's what you need, 4 cups of flour to do this cake. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this flour and put it in here. Get this thing rolling. Get this thing on the ball. This is gonna be and this is gonna be the fast version. So y'all pay attention. This is gonna be the fast version because some of the stuff I already had prepped. I ain't trying to be up here doing this all night long. All right, so we got the flour. I'm putting it in here in your bowl. Put your flour in your bowl. And you know what? I'm going to use Now, all y'all don't think y'all coming over my house. All y'all don't think y'all coming to my house after this cake is done. Come over, talk about. I just want to come give you some company. I want to use a bigger bowl, y'all. All right. So put your flour in there, and now I have a cup. This cup is 16 ounces. Okay, if we divide 16 in half, that gives you what? 8, right? So um, you need 3 cups of sugar. A cup equals 8 ounces. So if I have 16 ounces and I divide it by 2, that means I already have 2 cups. So I'm going to pour 1.5, which will make it 3 cups of sugar into the flour, which is what you will have to do, which is what I'm going to do. Y'all don't be trying to copy off of trying to get my recipe. Now I'm all good. I'm all for it. Some of y'all gonna try to copy it and it ain't even gonna come out right. All right. So we got the sugar. You got to make sure you got 1 whole cup. That means you got 2 cup, 1 whole 16-ounce cup of sugar. And so we're gonna go ahead and pour that whole thing in there with the flour in the bowl. And then we need another half a cup, which would give us 3 whole cups of sugar, because that's what it calls for, 3 cups of sugar. I mean, by all means, you try anything else you want. I'm gonna tell you that cake ain't even gonna do what it's supposed to do. But then you fill up your 16 ounce halfway, about halfway right there. That'll give you about another cup, another 8 ounces, and you go ahead and pour that in there with that flour. All right, now we're done with the flour and the sugar. Now, after you do that, what you're going to want to do is you want to go ahead and mix up that flour. You want to go ahead and mix up that flour and that sugar, all that, mix it up together. Don't just put one on top of the other. You got to mix it. YouTube, you got that? You got that? All right, mix it up together. So mix up that flour and that sugar together. Nice, real nice and good. Okay. You want to get that all in there. All right. Mix up that flour and that sugar. All right, now, and that's just something, that's what I like to do. Go ahead and mix it on up. Wash my hands again. All right, now after you mix up your flour and your sugar together and everything like that, then you want to go ahead and you want to take, after you do that, then you want to go ahead and you want to take your eggs. And usually I would go ahead and use 5 eggs. Now, no, usually I would go ahead and use 6 eggs. That was if I'm making a pound cake, but I'm not making a pound cake. So I'm going to use 5 eggs instead. And believe me, the eggs make a difference. So, again, so we're going to go ahead and mix up. Hey y'all live. Y'all watching me make my cake. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I put 1 egg in already. And what you want to do is you want to do, again, like I said, you want to do 5 eggs. So I put 1 in already, and I'm going to go ahead and put another 1 in. Put another egg in. Now we got 3 eggs in so far. What happened to my live? Okay. Well, YouTube, since y'all still on, YouTube is still on. All right, we still going on. All right. I don't know. I don't know what happened live, but I'm back. I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. All right. We stopped at 3 eggs. So I put the 3 eggs in, and this is make the fourth egg. And then I need to put one more egg in. One more egg in. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to the live, but it just went right on out. That old devil didn't want y'all to see what was going on. The live went right on out. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs. You put 5 eggs in. I'm sorry for y'all on Facebook Live. It went out. Sorry, YouTube. We had to take a little intermission. All right. So now after you did your flour and your sugar and your 5 eggs, then what you want to do, you want to go ahead and I got my mixer. I'm getting ready to set my mixer up, y'all. I ain't using no spoon like Granny did back in the day. I got that 2020. I got that 2020 stuff. So I'm getting ready to go ahead, plug up this mixer. My God, I love my mixer. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug up this mixer, and we're gonna. It might be a little loud, but that's all right. We're gonna go ahead and do what we need to do. Hook up the mixer, y'all. Sorry, y'all, for y'all that was watching. We left off with putting in 5 eggs with the flour and the sugar. But now we're getting ready to hook up the mixer. And I'm getting ready to hook up. Hopefully, if I can hook up the mixer. Like I ain't done this in a while. Okay. All right. Now, since we got all that going on, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. The eggs, the flour, the sugar for this apple cake. And mind you, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start it off slow because that flour and the egg, they got mixed together. But I don't want it to be splattering all over the place. So you want to start real low. Okay. And after you put that egg in there, then you want to go ahead and use your milk. Now, I'm going to put my milk, a little bit of milk in here right now, because we are going to make a batter, right? And don't forget your pound of butter. Now, I'm going to put all this butter in there, the whole pound. Don't act like y'all black folks don't know nothing about no butter. Put all that butter in the cake. You need the margarine, butter, whatever you want to use. Put it all in there. All right, and make sure it's soft. You got to be soft in order for it to whip right. All right, this butter been sitting out. I had it sitting out today so that it could get soft, and so the butter could get soft, and everything like that. So you gonna go ahead and put that butter in that cake. I wouldn't advise you. I mean, you could use oil, but I wouldn't advise you because I've never used oil anyway, so I wouldn't know how it would come out. But I'll use the butter, the whole pound. Put all the butter in there. Don't cheat yourself. Don't try to say, "Oh, I'm trying to lose weight. I don't need that much." No, you better put that butter in that cake, or it's gonna be coming out like pancakes, flapjacks. All right. So now, after you put the butter and you put the egg, and you want to just turn that thing on slow and let that butter and the egg and that milk mix up. YouTube, y'all still with me over there on YouTube? All right. All right. Oh, this is going to come out good. All right. I just wanted to do this to get everything all mixed in. Now, get it all mixed in. It's going to look real thick. You see it look real thick, right? Now, this is when, and I'm going to show y'all. Hold on, let me show y'all how it looks. YouTube can already see. I'm going to show y'all how it looks. See how it looks like that, right? Still some butter over there, still some flour in there, and some sugar and everything. Well, so what we're going to go ahead and do is now we're going to add some more milk. Add some more milk because you want it. And the reason why you don't want to add too much milk in the beginning is because you want it to be thick. You want your batter to be thick, but you want it to also be mixed up good, real good. Get all that flour and that butter mixed up in there. All right. Sorry if y'all can't hear me. I'm hoping y'all can. But I'm mixing everything on up. Woo. I'm about to have a mess in this kitchen. Now, who's gonna come clean up after I'm done with all this mess? All right. I need to turn it down a little bit. So we in this kitchen, and we are making an apple cake, y'all. And we on live. We on Facebook Live. We on YouTube Live. Yes, for those of you who don't know, I have other cooking shows on YouTube. I have other cooking videos on YouTube. This is not the first one. It's just the first time I decided to do live and Facebook at the same time. So I don't got to do it twice. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more milk to this. Add a little bit more milk to this. And you, like I said, you don't want it too thick and you don't want it too thin. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Ooh, that butter coming on up out of there. That thing mixing up real good, y'all. My Lord. It smells good too. All right. So now we got a nice thick batter. I'm going to show y'all. We got a nice thick batter. I'm going to show y'all. We got a nice thick batter, right? It's nice and thick. And yeah, not too runny, you know, like you would do your box cake, which I normally don't do unless I just don't got nothing to do and I want to go ahead, hurry up and make a cake. All right, so you got your box cake and you put that, you got your batter for your cake. And so now, this is what you want to do. Now you want to go ahead and take your apple. Y'all got this YouTube? You want to go ahead and take your apple and you want to cut the middle. You want to cut that middle of the apple out. So what I do is I just go ahead and put it on the table, on the counter, and I just cut the center of the apple out of there. Because I don't want no seeds and I don't want nothing else left in the apple, in the middle of that apple. That's going to go in my cake, mess up my cake. All right. I'm going to show y'all, hold on, I'm going to show y'all how that looks in a minute. Cut out the middle, cut out the bottom. I'm telling you. Cut the middle of that cake out. That's all right. All right, and then you just go ahead. You go ahead and push the middle of that cake out of that middle of that apple out of there. That's what I do. I push the middle out. You see that? From the bottom, I push it out. Push that apple out of there. That center of that apple. This one being a little stubborn. Hold on. There we go. So that way you gut the middle. That way you gut the middle of the apple out. Ain't nothing in there. All right. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in the trash. I like to clean up after I eat. While I'm cooking, y'all. Clean up as we go. Don't leave no mess laying around. Then that's more you got to clean up when you're done. Then after you cut out the middle, then you want to clean the apple. You want to cut the apple, all the skin off the apple. And I'm going to do that right here. Cut all that skin off the apple. All right. I've been doing this apple cake. I'm telling you, and some of y'all get ready to find out what the secret is in a few good minutes. So why I like that apple cake so much? That thing's so good. I'm gonna tell you why. All right. So y'all go ahead. You cut the apple on up. Now I'm gonna cut the apple for y'all. Show y'all. So you clean it. Cut that apple. Cut all that skin off that apple. I remember the reason why I can do this good now because back in the day, my mom would have us sitting at the table and she would say, "Cut them, peel them potatoes and don't cut them. Don't tear the potato up. Just cut the skin. Do it right." So I'm able to just go here, after years and years of cutting potatoes and apples. Now I know I'm a pro at it now. But you go ahead, cut that skin off that apple. Just cut it round. Because you don't want to mess up the apple and then you ain't got no apple to put in the cake. My Lord. This will happen when you've been sitting in the house all day, ain't got nothing else to do but in here eating and cooking and baking and carrying on. My Lord. So after you go ahead, clean your apple, cut all that skin off that apple, and then, like I said, this is the fast track version because I already did this. I already cut this off. So, but I'm gonna show y'all just for measure. So you would go ahead and cut that apple in half like that. Y'all see that YouTube? You would go ahead and cut the apple in half like that, and then you would slice the apple in quarters like this. Slice it in quarters and then slice it down. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and do all that right now because I did it already. I got some cut already in the bowl. All right. So you want to go ahead. I'm gonna show y'all. The apple's already cut in the bowl. It's already cut in the bowl, sitting and soaking. All right. See that, YouTube? Yes. Apples is already cut. Hey. All right. So, I got all my Facebook followers looking. Now once you cut the apples up, right? You cut them up. See, these apples already been cut up and they already been sitting. All right. You're going to need, yes, you're going to need it. It's apple Smirnoff alcohol, vodka. Yes, that's what it is. No, the prophet is not a drunk. All right, YouTube. Anybody that know how to cook know that when you cook alcohol, the alcohol vaporizes. So, but you soak the apples in the alcohol. You pour one in your apple, and let it soak. And that's why you didn't want to make your batter too wet, because when you add the apples and all the ingredients with the alcohol, everything, you're gonna pour it inside the cake. All right, inside that batter. So that's gonna make the batter a little bit more thinner after you add that. All right, and then, all right, we're gonna put the dishes over here. So once you do that, then you want to go ahead. Now, some people say teaspoon, some people say whatever. I don't say nothing. I say pour the vanilla in the cat. Pour your cat full of vanilla and dip it in there with them apple. Go ahead and dip that in there with them apple. 2 caps and tell God thank you. All right, and then now what you want to do is then you want to get your mixer and you want to go ahead and mix that up some more. Mix that up some more with the apples in it now, because you want the apples to get all in that batter and mix it all up and everything. My Lord. I'm telling you, payday's coming after a while. My Lord, this cake gonna be good. And I'm gonna try not to eat the whole thing all by myself and save some for when y'all come on over. The people that know where I live at, y'all come on over and get y'all some of this cake. Now, once you do that batter in there, and you do all that, mix that thing up, whip it up good now. Make sure you whip it up good, don't. If you gotta add a little bit more milk, all right. Jesus. YouTube, I hope y'all watching. This is going to be something else. Now, after you went on ahead and mixed that up, my God, I feel like I got enough here to make 2-3 cakes. My God. All right. So after you go ahead and mix that up, move this out the way. Mix that up. Let that sit there. All right. Now you want to put. That's up to you. But I like to go ahead and put just a little bit. Just a little bit. A few sprinkles of cinnamon. All right, a few sprinkles of cinnamon in the apple cake. YouTube, a few sprinkles. Don't y'all go in there and get that cinnamon. Stop throwing the whole thing in there, not paying attention. Just put a little sprinkle in there. Put some sprinkles of cinnamon. Throw a little dash, as they say, a little Mrs. Dash up in there. And the apple, give it that apple cinnamon flavor. You know what I'm saying? The apple cinnamon, and put it in that cake. Go ahead, mix that cake up again. Get that cinnamon all in that cake. My Lord. YouTube, I don't know. I mean, Facebook Live, I don't know what's going on with y'all, but y'all keep cutting out. Y'all keep going out. What's up with that? Messing up my live. I don't like that. I'm going to have to call what that man name is. All right. Now that we done went on and did that, I'm going to go ahead and put this away. All right. My God. I don't know what's going on with this Facebook Live, but it keep knocking me out for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to call, what's that man name, that rich man making all this money off of us, off this YouTube, off this live stuff, off this Facebook Live, making all this money off of us. And my live keep going out for some reason. I don't know why. Robert. Oh, Lord. Wow, really? That's a surprise. Anyway, so I'm in here. I'm in here making this cake, this apple cake. Hey, what's up? YouTube. So listen, y'all. Listen. I'm a little fancy. I don't like doing all that greasing up the pan and all that kind of thing. I ain't got time for that. So my pans, they come apart. And so all you got to do is put the bottom in and clip it together and go ahead, and it's non-stick and all that good stuff. I ain't got to worry about Pam or Crystal or whoever that you got to grease the pan up and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Put this pan together. That's how you know you be in here in this kitchen doing something. You be in here cooking and baking and carrying on. I don't know why this live keep going out on this Facebook, but somebody call that man that owned this Facebook Live. Tell him he done messed up. Y'all trying to make a cake. All right. So let me go ahead and do this the right way. So put the bottom in. Lord. It would help if I just put the thing on the counter. There we go. And then it's a lock on the side. It's a lock on the side that locks the cake, that locks the pan in place. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this. You know what? The devil is a lie. I ain't even gonna go through that. Look at that. My God, a bunt pan. And it's the same way. It's non-stick. I don't got to add no flour, no oil, no Pam, no Crisco. All right. So go ahead and put that. After you put your cinnamon in, I don't know where y'all that was watching, where y'all left off at, but I put the cinnamon in and you just mix it all up and everything. YouTube, they still watching. I'm just responding, just reiterating what I said before on the YouTube live. All right, so now that we on YouTube live and we got Facebook back up and running, which I'm pretty sure is probably gonna go out again, old demon. All right, so get this cake pan. I'm gonna rinse this cake pan off too. Even though I know it's clean, most of y'all, you know, most of y'all been to my house. Y'all said, "Oh, Rob's clean. Rob, we know Rob cleans he's clean in the kitchen." All right, but this Facebook Live keep cutting out, and I'm trying to show y'all how to do this apple cake. Now, watch the previous videos so you can see what happened from the beginning all the way up until now. That's the only thing I can tell you. But so we go ahead. We did the batter. All right. Now, after we do the batter, right, we go ahead. Put the batter, we'll go ahead and put the batter in the oven. All right, and then after the cake bakes, of course, because I done gave you most of the ingredients. So again, I'll go over it for y'all that missed it. You need your 4 cups of flour. All right, again, I told y'all I don't really like doing all that measuring and carrying on. So what I usually do, I just go ahead and buy the size that I need. So if you get your 32-ounce size flour, that equals out to, if you know your math, that equals out to 4 cups of flour. All right. So you got your 4 cups of flour, and if you don't have a cup, an 8-ounce cup in your house, you got a 16-ounce cup. That's fine too. Just fill it all the way up. Fill the 16-ounce cup all the way up. Pour it in there. Then fill it up halfway again. Fill it up halfway. Pour it in there, and that'll give you your 3 cups of sugar, because that's what you need. All right. And then you got your eggs over here. When I do a pound cake, yeah, I usually use, it says for me to use 6 eggs, and that's why I usually use 6 eggs. But when I do my apple cake, I only use 5 eggs. And it says to use, when you're making the pound cake, I think a 3/4 cup of milk or something. I don't follow all them instructions. I just do what the leading of the Holy Ghost tell me to do. And so with apples, you know, you don't want to make it batter. You don't want to make your batter too wet, because when you put the apples in there, they start cooking. Then the apples make your cake wet. You don't want no wet cake, so you let that you make it thick so that when the apples start cooking, that batter suck up that juice from that cake, from the apple, and go ahead in the cake, and it give that cake that flavor. Okay, and then you want to cut your apples. What's that left over? The other half of the apple left over. You want to cut it like this, because when that cake come out, when it's done, you're gonna lay these on top. You're gonna lay these on top of the cake when it's done. Okay, now I'm getting ready to show y'all. I'm not gonna show you, but I'm getting ready to tell y'all how to make the glaze. Now, the glaze to go on top of the cake. Yes, Lord. Now we gonna get to the real reason. So you need, the reason why you need 2 shots. Yes, 2 shots. And again, no, the prophet is not an alcoholic, my Lord. But you need 2 shots of Smirnoff apple. Okay? And 1, you soak the apples in that's already in the cake. So we already used this one. This one, and any of y'all that know how to cook, my God, y'all know that when you cook alcohol, that all that evaporates. So you're gonna put, and there's nothing left but the flavor. So you're gonna take this, and you're gonna take this one, and you're gonna put it in a pan. All right, you're gonna put it in a pan, a saucepan. I'm gonna show y'all, and put it in the saucepan, whatever size one you got, nice size one. Put it in the saucepan, and you're gonna take you some butter. Listen, 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 listen live. Listen, Facebook Live. I can't keep going back and forth with y'all. So, apparently, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Come on back in. This the last time, I promise. This the last time. My God. I'm so grateful for YouTube. That's why I stay on the YouTube. I'm so grateful for YouTube because Facebook ain't, they've just been messing up. I'm live, y'all. Again, come on back in. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with this YouTube live stuff, but I'm gonna keep going because I got YouTube over here and they waiting to see what's going on. And if you missed this video, you can go back and look at it again. My God. But anyway, so like I said, you cut the apples. After you cut the apples up in a nice size like this, and that cake is done, you go ahead and you lay the apples on top of the cake. I'm sorry for those that are just coming in and y'all keep missing it. Y'all keep missing the live, but it keep going off and coming back on and going off. Something's wrong with the live on Facebook. Don't want me to get this out, but I'm getting ready to give y'all the last steps. If you missed all the other steps, go watch the other videos. So you cut your apples in half like this after your cake is done. Your apple cake, which we already put in the oven. And once that's done, then you go ahead and take it out and you go ahead and put these apples, the rest of the apple that you sliced, that sliced apple, and you just lay it on top of the cake, around the cake. Because I use the butt pan, so you know that's in a circle. So you just go ahead and lay that on top of the cake and lay it around there. Okay. And then what you want to do, no, I'm not an alcoholic. Again, I'm not an alcoholic. But then what you want to do is use the Smirnoff apple flavor because, you know, once you cook alcohol, the flavor goes away. So I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get off here because I don't think nobody, YouTube, I think they start, YouTube, Facebook, I think they start giving you a certain amount of time you can go stream live and then they cut you off. But, so I got the Smirnoff. So you pour that in the saucepan. I'm going to show y'all. Now we making the glaze to go on top of the apple cake. After you lay them apples on top of that cake, after they come out the oven, you want to have your glaze ready to pour on there. And to make your glaze, you need this other. That's why I said you need two of them. Because one actually goes in the cake. One goes in the cake, which is empty already. And then this one goes for the glaze to go on top. And you pour that in your pan. All right. You go ahead and pour that in the pan. And then you want to get you some butter. You want to get you some butter. Let me show y'all. Oh, somebody. And after you do that, after you get your Smirnoff in your pot, then what you want to do is go ahead and take your butter. Okay? Take your butter and you want to get your butter And you want to see, I don't know about y'all, but some of y'all, if y'all can't count, if y'all can't read, whatever case may be, if y'all don't know what a teaspoon is, but you want to take a teaspoon, which is that first one right there. You want to go ahead, or the first one, you want to go ahead, that first one or that second one. You can use the second one. It won't hurt nothing. Use the second one, cut it, put that in there with the alcohol. Then what you want to do, after you do that, you want to go ahead, I'm going to show y'all what else. This is the magic trick right here. The magic trick is then you want to get you some brown sugar. All right, some brown sugar. And you go ahead and you put that butter and that brown sugar in the pan with the Smirnoff. And you want to turn the heat on and let it cook and let it simmer and let it cook and let it simmer to that sugar, that brown sugar, till it gets real nice and melted. Then you want to let it come to a boil, almost to a boil. Now don't let it boil till it start burning and stick to the bottom of the pan. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna add just a little bit of milk. I can't explain it. That's why I said I can't give y'all measurements and things like that, because that's just the way I do my cake. But I'll give y'all another option as well for the glaze. But you want to use just a little bit of milk in there, just a little bit. I say about, if I had to show you on a cup, you take your cup, just about that much of milk in the cup, just a little bit. Pour it in there in that pan with that Smirnoff and that butter and that sugar. And then you want to let it go ahead and simmer and simmer and simmer until the sugar is all melted and it's in liquid form and it's nice and thick. Because what's happening is then you're making caramel. You want to go ahead and make that caramel and pour that over top of that cake with the apples laying on top. And then after you do that, you're going to let it sit. You're just going to let it sit. Now, one thing I forgot to tell you is once the cake comes out and it cools and everything, you do want to put holes on the top of the cake, around the cake, holes around the cake on the top, and then lay the apples on there. Because once you pour that caramel glaze on top, it's going to go seeping down inside the cake, and this cake going to suck it on up. All right? And you're going to let that cool. And once that's done, you'll have yourself a nice, well done, delicious apple cake. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to follow all the directions and you're going to get it right the way I do it. But again, and like I said, YouTube, y'all hear me? Y'all, this ain't the first time y'all watch my YouTube videos, y'all that's watching. All right? So you're going to do that cake and you're going to see how it comes out. If you follow all the directions that I gave you, and if you listen precisely to everything, or if you could just sit and watch the videos and write it down and say, okay, let me go ahead and try it. And even if you want to experiment and do your own thing, that's fine too. Because I got some YouTube comments. They comment and they say, well, I added this or I tried this and it came out good, which is fine. Just do what you do. Ain't nothing wrong with experimenting, because that's the kind of cook I am. I don't use all that measurement and stuff like that. I just go ahead and mix it together. Especially if you from old school, you from the hood, they just put some stuff together and said, all right, time to eat. Amen. Good food, good meat, good Lord, let's eat. So, yeah, once it's all done, just let me know. After y'all try it, let me know how it come out. I want to know. I want to know what y'all did. And I'm telling you, it took me a long time. I had to go, you know how many stores I had to go to get all this stuff? I had to end up at Save-A-Lot. My Lord. But anyway, thank God for the stores in the hood. Hey y'all, all y'all that's coming in, I'm waving. Hey, how y'all doing? That's watching. So again, now let me give y'all the alternative to the glaze to go on the apple cake. All right, so now you can still do the same thing. You can use the Smirnoff, right? You can use the Smirnoff and you use the butter and put it in the pan. And instead of using the brown sugar and the milk, you just use a regular powdered sugar, not regular white sugar, no, powdered sugar. You get you some powdered sugar and you mix it in there with that alcohol, that Smirnoff apple. Make sure it's apple flavor, because it's going to go on top of the cake to finish giving that cake that apple flavor. So you can do that with the Smirnoff apple and the butter. You want to do 2 teaspoons, and if you don't know what if you say I ain't got a teaspoon, you look on the side of that butter to tell you right there 2 teaspoons. All right, put the 2 teaspoons in the pot, in the saucepan like this. Put it in there. Again, the powdered sugar, you put it in there. I say start off with 2 cups, not even start off with 1 cup of that powdered sugar. All right, and you want to go ahead and use this. The Smirnoff, pour it in there. The butter, pour it in there. And again, the milk. You want to take a little bit of that milk, just a little bit of that milk. Take some milk, okay, and put it on the pan and stir it and stir it and stir it until it's nice and glazy. And then you want to go ahead and pour it on top of that cake when it's done. Now I'm doing the caramel glaze this time. I did the regular glaze last time, but I'm gonna do the caramel glaze this time because it's just something I like to do, switch it up a little bit. All right, well, listen, I'm getting ready to let YouTube go. YouTube, thank y'all for joining in. Thank y'all for watching Rob's Kitchen. Y'all know, y'all already know, like, subscribe, all that good stuff on YouTube. But I'm getting off of YouTube so I can continue talking to my people on live on Facebook. But thank y'all for joining in and watching. And go make you an apple cake.